do me a favour, can you help?
Hello and welcome to Damn It Vacant. It is Ellis and Joe, who today is sponsored by C4 Energy Drinks.
Yeah, I got one free. Well, not actually sponsored by anyone. My wife got one free outside her work, and now I'm drinking it, and I can see the future. I don't normally drink energy drinks because I don't like them, and I don't like this one either. They're not for me. I'd rather have a cup of coffee, to be honest. But I thought I'll try it, see what it's like. A frozen bombsicle, tastes like lemonade. That's all I've got.
Nice.
It was free. I wouldn't pay money on it.
No, don't turn down a free thing. John is not with us today because he is actually at the Dynamite in Glasgow. He lives in Edinburgh, so short hop away, and I think Sarah as well from The Untitled is joining them as well.
Yes, possibly. I don't know. I would assume Tasty would have gone as well, but maybe he's working. Maybe he's saving it all up for weekend. Who knows?
Yes, and we have Forbidden Door this weekend down in London on Sunday. I think 6 p.m. UK start time. So after the news, we'll be doing our predictions for that and then throwing in how we got to that match, which were very useful for me.
I mean, if I remember, this is why John's better at stuff like that, because I've got my memory at the moment is no good. If you want to know how to smell aluminium, I can tell you all about that. But in terms of actual useful things, no.
But how are you? Did you enjoy the barbecue on Saturday?
I did. I don't know why we had to leave when we left, to be honest. Oliver just went, do you want a lift? And Harvey went, yeah. And I was like, well, okay, are we going then? Because I was like, I'm having fun. But, and we left all the Tory Fanta there as well. All Harvey's posh fizzy pop. So she was like, why didn't you bring that? You brought your beers back. I was like, I brought 2 beers back and no one else was going to drink them because they were Povo beers. Yeah. No, it was nice. Yeah, I assume you're going to be eating leftovers forever because I don't know why you bought so much. Were you working on like 8 sausages per person minimum?
No, there's only about 20 sausages and 20 burgers. It was chicken.
Chicken's how they get you, you see, especially off the market. They're like, oh, you can get 10 chicken legs for this, or you can get 20 for this, or one of each flavour. And it's like a bewildering donut van price structure because you
get more bang for your buck. So I said, for those who don't know, it's my birthday on Saturday. I had about 35 people coming to the house, about 10 of them were kids, and I went to the meat market. I actually stood there and wrote, I went to all the stalls. I was like, right, I need X amount of this. I'm going to get that from here. And then exactly what you said, I was stood in front of one. And he's like, £5 for this huge tray of Cajun chicken. I was like, £5. Yeah, I'll have that. And then I just started.
Was it the one nearest the side hall as you go out into the fruit and veg bit where the nice pie stall is?
That was one where I got half of it. The other one was the one opposite it, just to the right a little bit.
Oh, they do nice brisket on there, but we used to just get everything off that big one there because I used to know the lad that was on there and he just sort of...
Yeah, the big ones where I was getting all the ribs and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, they've got loads of stuff. I said when it gets...
And the chicken on sticks, but...
Yeah.
But yeah, of the £102 I spent, I said to Bernie, like, £20 of that was burgers and £10 was two trays of salt and pepper squid. Like the chicken, you get loads for your buck.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh no, it was fine. There was loads of stuff, man. It was nice.
Just bagged up a shed load of it.
I said just bag it up into 2s and 3s, innit, and stick it in the freezer. It'll do for lunches or what have you. But no. But that's the problem, you see. But normally when it's stingy around there as well, they'll do set trays of stuff for like barbecue trays of It was nice to have. Yeah, it's always the way. You kind of like, I don't want just basic stuff. I want spicy things But yeah, I'm not massively a big squid person, but I had a bit and it was quite nice. I'm just not. Yeah. Well, I thought it was salt and pepper chicken, to be honest, because I didn't read the sign. I was like, this chicken's a bit stupid. Oh, it's squid, that's why. Yeah, no. It was good. It was fun. Got to see people I've not seen in a while. Had Chris going on about starting his podcast up again. Fun stuff.
Oh, again.
Yeah, when he had a beer, hasn't he? Yeah.
Very true. Well, we get on with it. John has, as always, left us the news.
He has, yeah. We haven't read any of this yet, though, so there could be swears in there. Could be fun, though, innit?
It is.
John.
TNA sale, wildly unsubstantiated rumours. John Alba of Sports Illustrated reported that TNA Wrestling was open to moving to Wednesday nights and opposing AEW as part of a media rights discussion. CAA have been helping TNA shop those rights around. it was Sports Illustrated reported that TNA president Carlos Silva wouldn't deny that these rumors were true. TNA being on the market is nothing new, and they can confirm that there have been feelers both from the Anthem side to find potential purchasers as well as potential buyers making offers. I know what it is. I just thought it was the computer game Anthem, and I was like, why are they getting involved? They went under. Sources in All Elite Wrestling also heard claims a couple of weeks back that the CW network could be an option, and shortly after, Wrestling Observer reported that A&E was rumoured. This is just more of Ellis's network nonsense, John's network nonsense again, isn't it? Both networks have direct ties to WWE and parent company TKO as they broadcast WWE programming. WWE has intentionally spread out their broadcasting rights, landing on Netflix, USA Network, CW, A&E, Tubi, NBC, and Peacock. Although much of the Peacock content will be moving to ESPN DTC in 2025. Rumours of former UFC owner Lanzo Fertitti possibly being involved. We're told that his name emerged from meetings this week, and earlier Conrad Thompson posted an ominous gif saying, Lorenzo! We're told that this was in response to rumours going wrestling that Fertitti could, for some reason, be involved in a rumoured sale of TNA. Fertitti is, of course, it's just fun to say, isn't it, that? Is tied to TKO as he formerly owned UFC, which is now under the umbrella of TKO. Fertitti did business with Dana White for decades. White is still the president of UFC. I mean, who cares? WWE and TKO have made heavy moves to counter-program AEW, with them ramping things up since 2024 specifically. The company ran a holiday tour live event up against the AEW World's End show in December 24, then NXT Battleground against Double or Nothing. They also planned a weekend show in Atlanta, including Goldberg's retirement match, WWE Evolution, and NXT GAB against AEW All In. Then NXT Heatwave up against Forbidden Door. There were also plans but confirmed rumours that WWE plans to run a premium live event with John Cena versus Brock Lesnar up against All Out. Wow, who wants to see that?
And that'll be, I think, the first time they've actually put a main show, because it's normally NXT, isn't it, as you said? Or Saturday.
Yeah.
But,
or Saturday night main event, but yeah.
Toni will just change the time again, but I think the afternoon slot that they did went down really well.
I really enjoyed it because I got to watch it at a normal time. Yeah, I was in bed by 2. Yeah, it was grand.
Even the Americans seem to like it. It's like
it's better, isn't it? Because you can start drinking earlier.
Yeah, I was listening to Sean Ross Sapp, and it hadn't really clicked that I think SmackDown is in Dublin on Friday and Raw is in Birmingham next Monday. But Netflix show it live, and he was like, "Can't wait to watch this in the afternoon and do my review show and be in bed at a normal time," because normally he's doing his review shows after. So,
that's the thing about it. It's like I was all for it. Must be better because he starts at 1 here, so that's like 8 o'clock in America. And then that's 4 hours. That's too long, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. But I thought they didn't have anything to worry about. I thought they were just a piss-out company. Yeah, they're incredibly counter-programming. I don't know. I would just fucking... Like I said, I'd just change the times randomly. Just for the bants.
For the one that's disrespectful, really, is that they were... the John Cena retirement one, because it's always kind of been set that Boston would be the end because he's from Boston, and that's they've got a Saturday night main event early in December, but because of World's End they might push it back to then, and I'm like... Well,
again, there's rumours that they were considering putting John Cena's retirement match up against World's End in 2025. None of this, we should specify, of the TNA thing is, we don't know, it's true, could not be true, but it's just, it's. I wouldn't surprise me if it gets bought up and NXT UK'd, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the counter program is boring. It's not. Who was it? I saw someone had tweeted something about like I'd say just over a year ago when WWE were probably at their height and AEW were in a bit of a slump. It was like
I remember.
At that point, WWE's focus was telling stories.
Doing WWE shit, yeah.
Doing good. And then it seems like the focus has shifted to obviously make more money, but we're just going to do moments to counter AEW at the sacrifice of stories. Which
it's terrible.
Being pretty shit.
It's a terrible way to book stuff.
Which is what AEW were doing when they were in the downturn, because they were doing stuff like I'm not thinking it, but airing the Punk footage, going out and doing promos of rah speeches. Like, just tell the story. That's what the fans are there to watch.
I don't want that. If I wanted that, I'd watch WWE. but I don't. I want story. As we've said before, that's why we love sort of indie wrestling and stuff, because you get stories there. It's not just random matches thrown together. If you've got two shows on in the same town, they're not putting other stuff on to counter program the other one. It's just wrestling. Like, yeah. I don't think there's much of an overlap between WWE fans and AEW fans anymore. Like, I think that Venn diagram has gradually been separating away like oil and water. It's yeah, I don't see. You're either going to watch one or the other. You're not going to be like, well, I'm going to turn over during this match so I can watch John Cena fuck about for 20 minutes. I don't know. It's wild.
That's that. Some contracts. I'll do these three here. Hook signed to AEW long term. Sean was learned that despite his recent absence from the ring, he is firmly under contract. He re-signed actually at some point last year. How long that is for, it is unsure, but it is multi-year, which is good. Ace Austin is All Elite. Tony Khan confirmed that he's under contract with the company. His DNA with TNA was up earlier this year, and the company was hopeful to retain him, but they couldn't agree on financial terms after negotiating, and he's got a multi-year deal in AEW instead. Cool. In addition to Ace Austin, Fightful confirmed that Chris Bay's TNA contract would have been up if not for the unfortunate accident in the ring. TNA sources indicated that Chris Bay's deal was nearing its end, but he's still considered with the company as being paid under the terms of the deal.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably as soon as that's up, he'll be gone. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. We could never say never, isn't it?
Yeah, it's wrestling. Danhausen is still All Elite. Fightful had reported earlier this year that he was in his contract year, up around about July. Now that has come and passed. He is still listed on the roster page. That's for good reason, because he's still with them, technically. AEW sources told Fightful Danhausen's contract would have been up on July the 1st, but months were added to take that contract well into 2026. It was believed Danhausen had requested they were not picked up, that option, and that he was ready to leave the company after barely being used for the last couple of years. Still no creative for him, and as John has said, if you're not going to use him, just let him leave.
Yeah, I don't understand. Let him go and do whatever. If you're not going to use it, because he's a solid wrestler in ring. Like, he's good. His promo stuff's great. But again, we got that bit of Murderhausen, when the silliness stopped and we kind of got serious for a bit. And I was like, there was legs with that. But I know he got injured, and I know. But if he doesn't want to be there and you're not going to use him, I mean, WWE ain't going to pick him up. But let him go and let him. I can't see them picking him up. But let him go off and do something else for someone. I mean, he's done GCW stuff.
It was his. He's very good friends with Punk, and it was his birthday. It was his birthday recently. I saw him did a little vlog about his birthday, and he was presenting a shirt of Bret Hart and AJ to him in his hotel room. On Punk's story, he was in a car, and there's a picture of Danhausen just on the street with his hand out, hollering down the car. And he's like, whichever hotel I go to, this fan always shows up. Please tell him to go away.
Danhausen. But yeah, it's just like that. I don't understand. With Phoenix, I kind of understood it because
that's a very different thing.
It kind of held Penta back, and he was chatting shit about it as well. But turns out it didn't hold Penta back anyway. But yeah. I mean, this is still contracty stuff, but fair enough. On a recent episode of Ring of Honor TV, Adam Priest appeared and revealed he'll be working with the Workhorsemen, which led to rumours of him signing with AEW. Fightful Select learned from sources close to him that he's not currently signed with any company, much less AEW or Ring of Honor. As of now, he's still a free agent, though there are plans for him working on the Ring of Honor brand. Priest has long been considered one of the top unsigned talents in pro wrestling. The 29-year-old has worked fairly regularly in Ring of Honor this year, competing in 7 matches since January, including an ROH World title against Bandido, which was very good. He's also worked television on MLW, NXT in the past, and is a Deadlock Pro Wrestling regular, where he is a world champion. So, again, I can't keep track now, you see? All these people everywhere. It's good. It's good for them, because there's options now. It's not just one company. But, is this what football's like, when people, the what's it called? The transfer window thing happens, and people are just fucking about everywhere?
It is, but it's worse in American sports because they have the drafts, so it's not even like they'll have content.
Oh, God, don't get me started on that, yeah. I tried playing GM mode with someone, and it was like, what? I've got to buy people. Can't just have them. Yeah. I just got a lot of jobbers in because they had fun names.
Way to do it.
Yeah.
WWE library. There hasn't been a definitive announcement as to whether or not the library will get licensed out after the Peacock deal, but Fightful have heard from people they've spoken to in WWE that have got theories believing that they'll utilize their relationship with Google/YouTube for the library content. One source they spoke to thinks this will allow them to cultivate new fans via archived content, and if they get a too good to be true offer for the library, they can always take that. WWE already has almost every show they've ever uploaded on a back end for copyright recognition purposes, everything from current episodes of Raw to Shotgun Saturday Night in the 90s.
Again, it's Netflix here, so it doesn't really matter for us.
Yeah, it's more for Americans. The rest of the world's pretty.
And again, I was reading someone the other day saying that like the entire thing is fucking dog shit. Trying to navigate around. Like the Amazon Prime thing here, you're trying to watch something, and it's like, you got to pay for this. I'm like, it should be on Prime. And you got to press a separate button to just get the Prime stuff. Stupid. Yeah. I just want to watch Killer Clown Sprout Space again, but I'm not paying for it. The G1 finished. Yota Tsuji beat Shota Umino and went on at the semi-finals against Evil. Evil beat Tsuji after many hours of torture shenanigans, and Tsuji appeared to be knocked out. Although John has pointed out that is in Kafabe, so fair enough. I've seen Evil getting a load of shit, and I'm like, if you don't like it, I get it, but also, I'm with John. I've gone right round. I think it's fucking great. Because you know it's coming. They should just have 9 other guys on the other side to stop the shenanigans. But Takeshita beat David Finlay to advance to the semis against Zack Sabre Jr., where he beat the current champion to set the final against Evil. House of Torture were basically neutralized in the final. Rocky Romero and Zack Sabre Jr. removed them from ringside, so Evil had to actually do a wrestle. It wasn't enough against Takeshita, who overcame an injured leg to get the win. And like, again, it's between Kyle Fletcher and Takeshita for Wrestler of the Year at this point, isn't it, really? Because they're both absolute just insanely good. And Don Callis is going to be unbearable now. But Takeshita deserves, for such a young man, he's phenomenally talented. And I haven't watched the Evil match, but I've seen the picture of Takeshita just covered in like streamers, looking like a gajillion yen. Yeah, like just man's got drip. Can you still say that? Is that a cool thing? I don't know. I'm not having any more of this energy drink.
Yeah.
I don't know whether The Miz killed it with his drip stick. Do you remember that?
I do not. Thankfully.
When it was him and John Morrison, and they had those squirty guns.
Yeah.
The zombie deathmatch thing they had, and they were getting pushed around in wheelchairs. Yeah. Why is this coming into my brain? Anyway, let's move on. Let's keep talking about The Miz. Speaking of Evil, I'll do that as well. There were some unusual talking points about AEW somewhat encouraging Evil to be in the G1 finals. When Fightful asked about that, they were told nothing could be further from the truth. Very bluntly, Fightful pointed to Evil's lack of history in All Elite Wrestling and the fact he's never, ever, ever been booked in an AEW show. We were outright told that Tony Khan has never been a particular fan of his work, which is why he was never booked for AEW Forbidden Door or even like a Ring of Honor. After that, it was noted that Tony Khan doesn't control or affect how the G1 is booked because he's not part of New Japan. He has a working relationship, but it's like me phoning up the kebab shop and going, you know what you should do? Milkshakes. Like, it's just, I have no control over what they sell. Especially with Evil going to the final. Fightful aren't sure where that rumour or talking point emerged from. Evil actually has an extended history in Ring of Honor and wrestled there on and off for about 5 years, between 2014 and 2019, but it's never been booked for the promotion since Tony Khan took over. I'm going to guess that rumour came because there's an AEW pay-per-view coming up. I don't know. It's always about this time of the month, isn't it, when these nonsense things start flying about.
The mini, so it is mini. I'll do the rest of this. Everyone's going mad because Chris Jericho liked an Instagram just of some past WWE thing. Everyone's going mad about it, thinking it means he's returning there because his contract's up this year. As John said, he's not saying it's not going to happen, but Jericho has a very long history of trolling fans.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be happy if he went back. I'm happy if he stays. I'm glad I haven't seen him in a long time. Like,
I am. I think he gets a lot of, and I'll include myself in this in the past as well, because he got tired. Like,
yeah, overexposure.
Disrespect, and like fans are like, oh yeah, fuck off, don't want you there anymore. But he's a big reason that He legitimised the company. He did.
Oh, 100%.
But it's past him now. He's done his job, and he's probably around more than anyone expected. Normally, he'd do like a year and go on tour for a year and come back, but he didn't. He really was around pretty much.
I think he genuinely likes doing it. And again, I've nothing against Chris Jericho. Like his wife, on the other hand,
we got the fatigue as a result of that.
And the Jericho Megaverse, like where he was pulling in younger people and just kiboshing any pushes they were getting. That's what it felt like. Maybe it wasn't, maybe it was, but yeah.
No, it did.
Yeah.
When you look back on it, like I've seen
proud and powerful
disrespectful takes on him. Like actually, he's a big reason the company took off in the way.
He was the first big name they got.
Yeah.
Like, and I get it, and it was just overexposure. I don't need to see him every week.
100%. I can see him returning at the Rumble and getting at some point a Mania retirement match and
get your bag, mate. All for it.
Can be him. UK and Ireland Fringe Wrestling, as well as Mythos. There's a show by Tegan Verherhel called Chokeslam. It's a love letter to wrestling. It's very funny and an emotional gut punch. Highly recommend. When I say Fringe Wrestling, this is obviously Edinburgh Fringe that John is currently living through.
Yeah,
He's up to about 40 shows now.
I know.
I did not know this.
Yeah.
News to me. Mercedes Moné is getting a Discovery title shot. Discovery is an Edinburgh-based company. The social media post said history could be made this Friday as Emerson Jane puts a Discovery Wrestling Women's Championship on the line against Mercedes Moné. So that'll take her up to 9 championships.
Yeah. I'm hoping she comes out with them all stacked up on her, like throwing tires over a human for like in the Generation game or something.
Yeah. But it's title versus title as well.
I know. That's the fun thing. What's undisputed? God, that's in
women's...
tiny writing, isn't it? But yeah, I'm all like, I know Mercedes gets a load of stick from people going, this doesn't defend the belts. I mean, she's doing fucking 4 or 5 shows this week when she's here. Like, again, she's only one person, and I mean, I love it. In fact, it's put eyes on British companies and, European companies and stuff that, isn't that what it's all about? Lifting everyone else up, not holding them down. The rules have changed. It's no longer piss-soaked knives.
Yeah, 100%. I love it. The only thing I don't know what I'd be interested to see the ticket price. When she went to the Red Pro show, they put them at like £120.
Oh, it was. No. I could go to 10 Odyssey shows for that. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
And then the final bit, nice news. She was pulled from Raw last week. She was meant to defend her title against Io Sky. Pulled with just said not medically cleared. Nothing was said about it. And then this week she came out and announced that she was pregnant. Well, she got the Titantron of Big Jim to say it from the podcast appearance of Stephanie. But yeah, I mean, I didn't realise all the kind of stuff that she's really been through, that she's only got one ovary.
Yeah, I mean, why would you?
She thought
why would you know that? Yeah, why would you know that though? It's not, it's not something you bandy around, is it?
No.
Yeah. But I genuinely, you sent me that, I was like, dude, it's 8:30 in the morning and I'm weeping. Like, it's not. I am soft as shit, but it's just nice, isn't it? It's just nice when nice things happen to people, And then it was the Becky Lynch thing. How unprofessional, getting pregnant while champion. I was like, don't, because then that makes me cry as well when I think about that. The Oscar thing, the genuine shock on Oscar's face.
Funnily,
be a mother, and I'm like, I'm welling up now.
Last week.
You fucking monsters. I
watched that last week and was sat in my garden crying. I was like remembering it. God, that was a weird time. She quote tweeted Becky actually and said, I've learned from the best.
Yeah.
In response to it, and there's I didn't realise Jimmy already had kids from a prior relationship, so he's got.
Okay.
I don't know what these words mean in terms of age. He said his son's a sophomore and his daughter's graduating college, so they're older. They're well older.
College would be like 21.
Okay.
Because you stay in high school in America until you're 18, don't you? And then you got an option to go to college, and that's normally for 3 years, 4 years. Yeah. So yeah,
sophomore, like your second year of college, like sophomore. I have.
Is sophomore something to do with high school? I don't know.
No,
just have.
He's got two.
Have normal names for stuff, America.
He's got 2 older children, and he said the first time that Trinity had met them, he was like, "Yeah, she's the one for me." And obviously, they thought they couldn't have children. They'd actually kind of given up hope on it. And when he told his daughter, he said she just smiled and said, "I'm so happy. And the first thing I'm thinking about is Trinity deserves this." And she didn't know this. This was Jimmy breaking this on the pod, and she was like, in tears there. So, but her promo was wonderful because she basically flip-flopped between character and real person, telling Adam Pearce to get not giving you shit, get out of my ring, and he ran, and he was like, having impregnated a woman, he tweeted something like, having impregnated a woman before, I know when to pick my battles, and that's why I left. And then she does a heel mode, but yeah, you get Baby Uso chance, Sami Zayn's gonna be an uncle. Cross promotion working there. She was like, Big Jim likes to Netflix and chill. That's that kind of...
But yeah, it's just a nice thing. Well, they've got to do something because but yeah, no. It's just nice things happening to nice people, and yeah, my only minor concern is that like she was getting the best push she's ever had, and she's gonna have to go away for 9-10 months a year. You know what I mean? And I don't think people will forget her. But that's always the fear, isn't it?
It's always a fear, and I think she's done. They did two episodes of that pod because the first one everyone expected she was going to announce pregnancy and she didn't. Then they did that follow-up one, but on the first one she talked about how the industry, just wrestling in general, wasn't really set up for women to get pregnant and be able to come back and be successful. Having looked at
America isn't as a whole, is it? You're not actually entitled to maternity leave, so
yeah. But she was like, having seen people like Becky and Oscar and that who have done it and maintained the family, they're not just like ditched a child. It gave her hope that she could do that. But yeah, great last line or something. It was like, I'm going to lay this title down here, ironically on the Slim Jim logo. It's the first time that's come in good use. She laid that down and she went, you've got 9 months and change for you heifers to do whatever you want with this, and if I have to come back with the baby, breastfeeding the baby, I'm going to take this title back.
Fair enough, fair play to her. Yeah,
can't forget that.
It's just it's just nice things.
Yes. And then she wants to say the bloodline continues.
Oh god, that means it's going to be another fucking Samoan somewhere down the line.
Roman watching it in the back, he's like, I don't have the youngest one anymore.
They'll be bringing out 3-year-olds to join the bloodline, the new bloodline, and all used like metal. Right.
AEW Forbidden Door, which they could probably just run now by themselves without having to actually use New Japan wrestlers.
Well, that's been one of the criticisms for it, is that it's not really Forbidden Door-y.
Yeah, I just put the card together. I was like, one match.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. If it was going to go down anywhere, well, I would have thought it was going to be London. Like, British people tend to be a bit more open to other companies, sort of things, but I don't know. I mean, it still looks like a banging card, I will say that.
Yes, so we've got 9 matches. 2 of them currently have a TBA in it because there's a Dynamite and Collision to come tonight. So we'll, I'm interested for you to fill me in on this one, Joe. So for context, I've not watched much recently, so Joe is going to be leading here. Lights out steel cage match with the Golden Lovers, Darby Allin, Tanahashi, Will Ospreay, last I heard was like spine was damaged, versus the Death Riders, the Young Bucks, and Gabe Kidd.
Little secret information here, everyone. I don't know what the fuck's happening. Like, I do watch it week on week, but none of it is staying in at the moment. Like I said, if you want to know how to electrolyte plate stuff, I can tell you all about that. But that's my current obsession. But at the moment, it's fine because it's a lights out steel cage match, so it can protect Ospreay. It'll protect Tanahashi. I think Gabe Kidd's still technically fucking injured, isn't he? Like. So like it's a way of putting them in it, but Tanahashi, if Tanahashi does anything, he will explode. Like the man's held together with fishing wire at this point. Like it's gonna be good. Like but yeah, it's just this is your big anarchy in the arena. This is your big nonsense, isn't it? It's Darby and the Golden Lovers, so you've got Kenny in there as well. And they've still got beef with like the Death Riders and that, and then the Bucks with the Death Riders because they're now like the no longer EVPs and all that, which again has been great fun. Gabe Kidd was like an honorary Death Rider in that.
Merchandise is on sale at the show.
Yeah, because it's badly upside down. It's badly again. I love the fact that it's like badly printed. It's just a fucking great bit. Like Bucks are best when they're heels, and they're best when they're like underhanded heels as well. Like and Kidd was an honorary Death Rider, wasn't he? The last pay-per-view because.
Yes.
Pac's still dead. Yeah, Pac's still injured, I think. I mean, if Pac comes back and helps them, he just, swings in on a vine with a bottle of Nuki Brown and a Craig sausage roll. I don't know. I think I'm gonna. My prediction is that it's gonna be, Team AEW, shall we say, as opposed to the Death Riders. It's gonna be the good guys win because I think the Death Riders is on the slope out now. Like Moxley's having these matches where he's putting people over. Like fuck yeah, like he might not be. They might not be winning, but he's making them look like £1,000,000.
Yeah,
because we're British. Yeah. Is it the one?
was
you see the clip?
was his match last week?
The one against Kevin Knight. Have you not seen the clip of Kevin Knight's like missile dropkick he does, where he seems to hover in the air? It's so he jumps off the apron, but like literally stalls, like there's a glitch in the Matrix or something, and it's just like there's no way you should be able to hang in the air for that longer amount of time. It's beautiful. No, it made Kevin Knight look £1,000,000. Like,
good.
And it's I think he knows that's sort of his job now. I took it upstairs and I'm going to start reading it tonight. That Way of the Blade. The AW book. Show. Yeah, because I saw someone was reading it on Blue Sky, and I thought, ooh. And then I bought it for you for your birthday, and then it was like, we'll take like a week to get there. And I was like, it shouldn't do, because I ordered it from like a bookshop. Like, so yeah, I had to panic buy, and I just got you edible underpants. But yeah, but again, I have a feeling that this is going to be Darby doing stupid nonsense. And that's about it. I think everyone else is like Kenny is kind of protected. Because he said he's only got X amount of matches left as well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I can see Ibushi going like mental because he's been out for a while with injury and has just come back and he's fully cleared for everything. So if we get Darby and Ibushi doing stuff, getting in a zone.
What's a lights out steel cage match?
So it's not sanctioned.
Not sanctioned, right?
That's a lights out, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's in a steel cage.
Just a normal steel cage, right? Okay.
Yeah. It just protects Ospreay and Tanahashi and Gabe Kidd and all the people that probably shouldn't be working it, but obviously Ospreay, London, you know what I mean? Yeah. Gabe Kidd, London, Tanahashi, willing to explode for my entertainment.
Then we move on to a tag match. Cage and Cope are finally back together, taking on Kip Sabian and Young Nick.
I was expecting a little bit more of a build for Cage and Cope's reunion.
I was surprised when I saw this had been announced. I know I watched it, but I thought, we're going to get is that all out in the middle of September? I thought it was going to build to
because it was only at Y'all In, weren't it? It was and it feels a little bit like we should have had Christian Cage like wandering around in the desert going, "Who am I?" Stuff like that, trying to find himself.
Cope. He repeated that line to him, didn't it?
Go find yourself.
Go find yourself, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's he done to find himself? That's
he just came. I think he came out to help Cope, and he backed into Cope, and Cope turns around and just hugs him, and that's that forgiven. Or Cope has realised that he doesn't have anyone else, and to be fair, his singles run has not set the world aflame. And as a nostalgia act, Edge and Christian, Cage and Cope, CNC Music Factory, whatever you want to call them. I'm that'd
be fun.
I'm excited to see it. And again, they're gonna win. Obviously, they're gonna win.
Yeah.
But it's gonna finally cement Kip Sabian as someone we should be watching more of, and Nick Wayne, and hopefully it catapults them up a bit. Like this, I've got a feeling this is going to be absolute tremendous stuff. I'm hoping that they don't rely too much on nostalgia for it. I don't want to see,
Cage and Cope still go.
No. I don't want to see him jumping off ladders and shit because.
Oh right, yeah.
Because you're old men. Last time Cope did anything involving any amount of danger, his leg fell off. So I don't.
Well, it's wild that in year 2025 you've got Cage and Cope, Edge and Christian teaming up, and in a couple of months the Hardys and the Dudleys are wrestling each other. They are actually in a ladder match at TNA, but just the fact that all three of them teams are still having matches in 2025 at varying levels of
yeah. I'm not going to put them in an order, but we all know what the order is, don't we? Yeah. No. It's one of those things about. It's like I was must have been 18. If not a little bit older, watching Edge and Christian, like when they were still a tag team, because I think I drifted off before they split up. But and then there's it's wild, and I think it was Nikki from Penn's Lynn was like, I'm genuinely gutted I can't go because it's Edge and Christian, yeah, all right, they've changed names or whatever, but it's still that. I think I hope we get. Actually, no, fuck it. I hope we do get little nods. I hope we get a little nostalgia. I hope they come out as the Conquistadors, like because
down the line, we might get more of that. The old 5-second pose going.
Yeah, you can't copyright that, Vince. Yeah.
So it was that TLC match, the second one. That was at WrestleMania 17, and we've just said WrestleMania 41. 24 years ago was that match, and that was obviously.
So I'd have been 2019-20. So yeah.
Yeah.
Mental maths. Thank you for doing 41 minus 17 because I could not. I tried in my head and I was like 107. No, yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? You add them up and then yeah. But no, it's good, and I also Kip Sabian as well as a British man being wrestling on a big show as well for a man who has always been on the periphery of AEW.
Yeah.
Like. And he's great. Give him a chance. Him and Nick Wayne together. Yeah, give it a go.
Do you think Cage and Cope will come out to a unified music rather than?
I imagine Ruckus is now furiously trying to mash up their music.
Although their two songs could go quite well because you've got the 10-second countdown into Metalingus.
Or it does the countdown, and then you just get "You Think You Know Me," and then from rising out of the ground, Gangrel's there.
Gangrel.
I mean,
Cope loves bringing him back, doesn't it?
Oh, mate, I'll always pop for Gangrel. Like, I stayed up ages one night, like 4 a.m. to watch him in a multi-man match, and it was dog shit, but it was worth it. He came out with his chalice, spat blood in someone's face, and then got pinned and left. He was in for about 20 seconds of that. But,
I love how you're going from I don't want to see nostalgia to Gangrel coming up through.
Yeah, I mean, now I think about it, I'm like, yeah, why not? Why not? But also, they can, like, Christian's been solid. Cope's been solid. I think they need each other because the world's moved on. Everyone's younger than them now. They can't do what they used to do. Weaknesses are showing. So support each other. Give them a tag run. It's the hardest run we never got.
Yeah, and it's easier when you're in tags, obviously, stamina wise and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about it's Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on.
I talked about early on. It might be 9 belts Monet by this point. The AEW TBS Championship is a fatal 4-way Mercedes Monet against Alex Windsor, who is doing really well. How do I pronounce it properly? Persephone,
Persephone, mate. Greek.
Persephone, there we go. It's a literal reading. And a TBA, so I assume there's something tonight on Dynamite or Collision that will determine the fourth person. Yeah, do we know who that could be?
Let me have a look, because I'm not actually sure. Because I don't look at, like, the weeks coming up thing. So
we've got
Nope, not that. This is great entertainment. It doesn't actually say. Wednesday, August 20th. That's the day. We'll hear from Adam Page. There's a trios match between the Death Riders and Jet Speed and Tanahashi. Fucking hell, Tanahashi, what are you doing? Will Ospreay and John and Moxley come face to face. Times Tony Storm and Alex Windsor versus Athena and Mercedes Moné. And then the Tag Team Eliminator Tournament final.
That might be on Collision then.
So yeah, it might be, but that doesn't give them much time to recover. But yeah, I don't know. My theory is it's
all being filmed tonight. Collision's filmed straight after
Dynamite. Of course it is. Yeah, I forget that the real world is like that. I think everything's live. Even old episodes of All Creatures Great and Small. Yeah, I don't know. I
can't. Mercedes ain't losing it.
I kind of want to say Willow, but that's just me. I'm gonna put TBA because I have a feeling that there's a lot of people it could be. It's not going to be Windsor. It ain't going to be Persephone. I mean, it's going to be Billy Starks, surely. Then I'm going to put TBA, and I'm going to change it because it doesn't get locked in till Saturday anyway. So
on the day, no.
Yeah, but yeah, I think if it's Billy Starks, then this might be the shift of all the belts moving round one. So we get 9 belts Mercedes for like 3 days or whatever. Technically, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see her she's not really done much multi-person matches, Mercedes. For a singles title, she's done tag matches and that. And 6-person tag, but as a championship match, it's mainly been singles matches, hasn't it? So
it's all been, I think. But yeah. And
so
again, it's just something new, something exciting. And also, if she loses, it protects her as well, because you don't have to get pinned to win, do you? That's the classic thing as well, isn't it? So
that's true. Speaking of people who don't want to get pinned, the AEW Tag Team titles is the Hurt Syndicate defending it against the Eliminator Tournament winners.
It's either FTR or Brodido, I believe. And if it isn't Brodido, then who else is going to take it off them? Exactly. Nobody. They've painted themselves into a corner. And again, I don't know whether it's that old WWE thing of like, I can't be shown to be weak and I have to defend it and be strong. And I'm like, you can still look good in defeat. I get it. Like, the Hurt Syndicate are all fridges of men. Like, they're all huge blokes. And you don't want to, but also Brody King. Brody, I told you, as I said last week, I want Brody King to start picking up Bandito and using him like a fucking javelin, just throwing him at people. Like,
you've convinced me. I'm going Brody.
It could be FTR. The tournament thing is it's tonight.
Yeah, I've seen that. From what you're saying, I think it's and when I look at the rest of the card, I can't see any other title that changes hands. So
Okada and Swerve. But yeah, well, I'm going to go Brodido, and I'm going to lock that in. And if it's not them, I'll just take the hit points on it, because it should be them, because Brody King deserves a fucking belt. A proper one that he can defend with his tiny little friend.
Then probably one of the matches I'm most looking forward to is the world title between Timeless Toni Storm and Athena cashing in.
Yeah, which I felt was a bit soon, but okay, whatever.
Both cash-ins are on this show.
Yeah, I know. God, I don't know. Because it's one of them. Because Athena's still Ring of Honor Women's Champion, isn't she?
Yeah, forever champion.
But and there has been like some good muggings of Toni in that over the past couple of weeks, but I don't know. I mean, Athena's over as fuck, because I love Athena, and I base my metric on myself, and everyone else should agree with me. But I never want to see Toni lose. Although when she did lose, we got the great spiraling out of her wandering into the city just at night, and then we got. So I don't know. I genuinely don't know. If Athena wins and we get her on AWTV doing all the stuff she's been doing in Ring of Honor, then yes. If we get it and then she drops it again the week after or something, no. I'm going to go Toni, but I can't. I'm going to go Brain, Toni.
Brain over Heart.
But my heart wants Athena to win
she could win, and then Athena's also multiple company champion like Mercedes, and then that brings them back together down the line.
That's good as well.
Because Mercedes lost to her, but Mercedes beat Athena, so you've got that way to get back there. But then you paint yourself into a corner of what belts on the line are you doing title versus, and that feels like it could get a bit.
Yeah, you can't have the women's championship against the TBS championship because it's not
both. You can have the match because we've seen that obviously with Toni and Mercedes, but you can't have both titles on the line.
Yeah, because you end up it's a sort of weird unifying of them, and I don't like people in the same company having many belts of the same company. I don't know. As much as I feel the time is right to pull the trigger on Athena, I don't know, man. Angry Londoners, seeing their little slop tart lose. I don't know. It's good though, isn't it? I say this all the time. When things generally make me go either way, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it's such a novel concept for me still that wrestling could go either way, and both of them are great ways to go.
Yeah. And the other thing is, it could be that London becomes Tony's nemesis again.
Yes. She could never win in London.
She lost to free there. Didn't she lose to Saraya?
She did, yeah. Fuck it, right. Ellis, you've convinced me. You monster. Yeah.
We can get a year-long build to her versus London next year.
She's going to fight the entire city of London.
Oh, imagine that would be good.
I didn't think of that. She's never won. Yeah.
But she's always been. Was she champion going into the first one? Or was she just part of the multi-person?
I think she was just part of the multi-one in that. I think. I don't know. I think it was. Oh yeah, Shida had it for like a month beforehand. The first triple champ, and then they immediately dropped it to Saraya. So she can get all her fat-faced family in the ring for enough time for me to go and get a beer and a wee and come back, and they were still in the ring. Yeah.
That said, I do hope her dog is okay. I've seen dickheads online about that. Saraya had to pull herself from a signing or something the other day. And then there was a picture of her at like a local fair as well, and people were slagging her off. But her dog's had lung cancer and has had a lung removed and is hemorrhaging blood and was in the vets. And she was like, I couldn't leave him.
Again, I don't hate Saraya. I just didn't appreciate her in AEW. I don't know her from WWE back in the day. And anyone wishing death on people's dogs, you're the second worst kind of person in the world.
Yeah, she ended up having to put, not having to, she felt like she had to a video picture of the dog
don't justify it.
She wasn't lying.
Don't justify yourself to chodes.
She was, yeah. I just checked that. It was Shida who was champion going in, and it was Britt, Toni, and Saraya who were in that match as well. Timeless Toni Storm.
Did she get who ate the pin in that though? By the way.
Yeah, could that have been?
Because again, I mean, it's your theory. I thought you would have come in with more knowledge and some test tubes.
I've literally just thought.
I know. No,
it just dawned on me there.
If anyone, it was probably going to be Toni because she was still working that that point. She was still doing the outsiders thing, wasn't she? Or whatever they were called, Jimmy Crackcorn. Yeah. So it's not important. This doesn't. Come on, this is going to make me difficult editing.
Speaking of all the championships, AEW Unified Championship, Okada versus Swerve.
Oh man, no, I want Swerve to win this, just because I want to see Okada lose.
Yeah, I can't see him.
But then I also want him to maintain it, so we can get Ibushi just going after Okada, like a dog chasing a car down the motorway. I genuinely think this is going to bang because we're going to get Swerve's going to make Okada work for it, if nothing else. I feel like we're going to get like Murder Okada, which is the best kind of Okada. I like 15% Okada, like where he shows up and he kills people and that's it. But when he actually like has to work, that's the one I like the best because you can tell it annoys him. And as much as it pains me to go against Swerve, I guarantee you Swerve's gonna have a banging intro. He's gonna come out dressed like a pearly king to Chaz and Dave's rabbit.
Yes, yeah, and going Okada as well. I think this will be a tremendous match as well.
Yeah,
good. To answer the earlier question, the pin was taken by Toni Storm.
So Ellis's theory does hold water then, that Toni Storm has never won in London, and if anything, lost someone else the belt. So,
so there we go. The IWGP Championship. Finally have a New Japan title.
Legitimately the most intelligent thing we've ever come up with on this podcast. In 250 episodes, that's like the first thing we've ever gone, man, history's important at times, isn't it?
It is.
All it took was John not to be here and me to have an energy drink.
The IWGP Championship. So we do have a New Japan Championship being defended, and it's Zack Sabre Jr. versus Nigel McGuinness. Have you
seen the poster for this?
Poster, yeah, with the dog and the Shakespeare.
Dog and the Shakespeare. It's got a picture of Bryan Danielson clowned. Oh man, I have high hopes for this, but Zack Sabre Jr.'s gonna. I mean, McGuinness is gonna pay him for it afterwards for like all that spinal realignment. Oh man, all them clicks he's gonna stretch out of his body. Yeah, man, I'm excited. Like I said, two British boys fighting. Yeah. In the second biggest, is it? I don't know. We looked this up, didn't we? But yeah, in a big fucking arena for lots of people, it's nice.
Yeah, so
for a Japanese title,
17,500. There's only about 500 tickets left, so that's 17,500.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That's again, unless it's in buses or like paddling pools, it doesn't work for me. Frames of reference.
Like the MEN full.
Yeah, but then that other one's bigger, isn't it? The one that looks like a big PlayStation.
Yeah. Co-op.
That's the one.
It does like a PlayStation.
I thought it was Coop. I thought it's where all the battery chickens were kept. Right. Yeah. No. Zack Sabre Jr. Again. Same. I would for 5 minutes with Zack Sabre Jr. just to realign my fucking spine. I'd pay. Like, I watched a video the other day about like yoga people how you stretch out your spine, and I tried it and I heard something click and I didn't go any further because I thought, if I paralyze myself off a fucking Facebook reel, I'm gonna look like a right idiot.
What would be fun? I doubt they will. I doubt they would be able to do it. Is they're out on tour. I think they're on a break now. Get Oasis to come and play fucking in the bushes. For them coming out.
Tony's got that fucking dollar though, hasn't
he? He does. I think they've just finished up in Ireland.
Mate, it would go. Oh, come on. That'd be way better than Fozzy. Come on. I don't even like Oasis, but I appreciate that.
Yeah. Not only
Give
have
the
they just
man the
finished
credit.
up, and the next gigs are London. They're back at Wembley in September. So yeah, bring them out. Liam, like, what's going on? Where am I?
No, get Liam involved, and Zack Sabre Jr. pulls his head off. Yeah.
Can't see it, but I would love it.
I mean, I'm again fantasy booking myself into just like Zack Sabre Jr. and Nigel McGuinness just beat the piss out of Oasis.
You can test out if Bonehead really is. The TNT Championship.
See, I don't know why, but in my head I went, "Ooh, crikey!" And they're not the Beatles, but it's just in my head.
They are not at all.
No. This.
Ah, fucking hell! They're in Toronto. That's no. Never mind.
Stop looking up and ruining stuff you've just told me, you monster.
Fletcher defending against Takahashi, the TNT Championship.
Again, this is going to be like, for me, do you remember, was it Mania like 2 years ago when all the little Lilliputian people were there for Seth?
Seth, yeah.
I want 2 of those, please, because if we're going to get 2 ridiculous intros, it's going to be Kyle Fletcher and Takahashi, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? Takahashi's going to come out dressed like a fantastically neon gay version of Panda Slippers from Labyrinth, and I'm all for it. And Kyle Fletcher's just going to come out looking like a sexy, bald man that he is. Yeah, it's. I don't know with this. My gut says Fletcher because obviously, but then, and that's why there's not much New Japan talent involved because now it's going to drop. But also thinking back, has anything ever really switched hands in any Forbidden Door? No. No, I don't think they do. So it's going to be Fletcher, but it's just going to be who has the biggest swag in it. No cap for real. I don't know what I'm saying. What the fuck is in this?
C4, do you? I'm going Fletcher as well.
I hate it. I feel drunk.
Your main event, Hangman against MJF. Oh, the scenes of MJF. I'm going Hangman, but there would be wonderful scenes of MJF.
I mean, it would be nice, but he doesn't deserve it. Hangman's put a shift in this already, and see, she does that, and then I'm like, is he supposed to respond? Because then I've got to edit that out. But I also got just wafty canvas next to my ear now. I went to school with someone called Wafty Canvas. I did, but yeah, it's gonna be Hangman. This has also possibility to be really good.
It will be.
MJF shows up when he has to, and now that he's free of all that, and now it's free of all that, he can go back to just being MJF, just being that self-loathing narcissist that he is.
Yeah, MJF is AEW's Okada in terms of wrestling. It comes to the big matches, people are like, oh shit, he's really good.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah. But we'll also just show up and just do a 5 minutes spot. Again, I just think because he's very young as well. Just less easy heat.
Yeah,
Hangman for that. They fire a big firework into the sky that's a horseshoe or something. We all have lemonade. Yeah, it's a solid card, man. Like I said, not a lot of Forbidden Door on it. 1, 2,
no. 2.
3. No, I'm just counting people who are actually Forbidden Door. Unless we get someone else in the TBS. Yeah. There's not a lot of actual people who are New Japan signed on this Forbidden Door card, and that's fine. Right, I'm not bothered. We're getting a big wrestling show in the UK, and it looks like a banging card. There's not anything on there that I don't want to watch, to be honest.
No, if I leave it like that, I think that's bang on.
And we get some pre-show stuff as well. Someone get the Outrunners out of the jungle. Yeah.
Have you seen who's on the 0 hour?
I have not. No.
Renee, RJ, Jeff Jarrett, and Brian Danielson.
They're letting Brian do commentary.
No, he's on the 0 hour hosting.
Yeah, he's just gonna disappear. Brian's definitely getting involved in kicking fucking McGuinness's head in then, isn't he?
Yep.
God, Brian, your neck is made of glass. Stay away. Oh, see, Danielson's over here. He's getting involved in something. He can't help it. And he's got enough left in his tank. He's not going to Undertaker it and just fuck about. He's going to come out and just absolutely kill someone. Oh, see, it's going to be good. Sunday, 6 o'clock.
Yep, 6 p.m. I will be in Indian food at that time, so I won't be able to start it live.
6 o'clock start time?
For the main show. So the 0 hour will probably be 4 o'clock.
4-ish then, yeah. I'll be watching it, all of it. Because it's a bank holiday as well. I forgot until my boss said today as well, I'll see you Tuesday. And I was like, oh, you off Monday? He went, we're all off Monday. There is overtime available, and I was like, no. Oh, it's double time. I don't give a shit.
Yes, because Tony always wants to run the bank holiday weekend.
He gets it. Just put all your other pay-per-views on a Saturday, and we'll go back to being the best name. I'll return your texts.
Yeah, that's it. That's the card. What your predictions? If anything else gets added, we'll put it out. And we'll get John.
I'll John. Yeah.
Yes, everybody enjoy, and we'll see you next week.
I've only put trousers on today, and that's because I had to.